Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the laws of Kashrus of Rabbi Yamin Forst, and Baruch Hashem, I've been getting a lot of messages and calls regarding some of the halachas that we mentioned the last few days. I would just like to clarify one or two of the points, and that is the following. We mentioned that basically any kli, any vessel that is used for food service, that is used for serving food, that means regular food and liquids as well, requires tevila. It has to be immersed in a mikveh. And we spoke about yesterday the idea that if you have stickers, price tags and the like that are on the vessels, you must remove them because they are considered to be a chatzitza, which means a barrier between the walls of the kli and the water itself, and therefore the immersion is no good. However, there are certain stickers that are on the vessel that you buy or the appliance that you will purchase that are supposed to remain there. If it's a fancy silver or crystal, so they put on a little sticker that says 100% crystal, that's all to show off the value of the thing, and that's supposed to be there. A person wants that on their crystal bowl. And so too, sometimes you will find appliances that you buy that they will have warning signs, do not immerse in water. So those stickers which are there for a lesson, for a warning, they're also not considered to be a chatzitza, and you leave them on. So the question arises, if the sticker says warning, do not immerse in water, why are we talking about not taking it off for the sake of a chatzitza? If it says caution, do not immerse in water, you shouldn't be immersing this thing in water because it seemingly is a dangerous thing. So the halacha, and I believe that we might have mentioned this a little bit previously, is the following: that really an electric appliance that is a food service appliance really does require immersion in the mikveh. And one of my rebbeim many years ago, Rabbi Yossi Berger in Baltimore, was a very big pasuk over there. He wanted to know, could you immerse electrical appliances in water, or should you rely upon those that are mekel, that are lenient, and say it's going to ruin the vessel, and therefore a person should not tovel them into the mikveh? I only am obligated to tovel those things which can survive the immersion, but if an electrical appliance cannot survive the immersion, so I'm not obligated to destroy my appliances and waste my money for the sake of fulfilling this mitzvah. So he did a lot of research, and he spoke to scientists and engineers and the like, and I think the overwhelming conclusion and consensus of everyone that he spoke to was that if you immerse a electrical appliance into the water, for example, a hot water urn, maybe a toaster oven, where you pop the pieces of the bread down, or other things, hot kettles that are plug-ins and the like, if you have something that you could immerse into the water, all you do is, after you immerse it, you then pour out all the water that got into the system, and then you allow this appliance to dry for the next 3 days before you plug it in and before you use it. And the consensus of the scientists and the engineers was that if you will follow suit in this way, again, immerse the electrical appliance into the mikveh, and then when you finish, pour out all the water, and then let it dry out for 3 full days to make sure that there's not an ounce of water that is left inside of this appliance, then you may use it, and the appliance will not be affected by the water. There will be no water damage, and it will work like a regular electric appliance that wasn't immersed. And therefore he paskined that a person who buys a hot water urn, they buy the toaster, they buy other things, the griddle, the electric sandwich maker, whatever, the George Foreman grill, these things require immersion in the mikveh. Just make sure that you pour out all the water that's inside of it after the immersion, then let it dry 3 consecutive days, and afterwards, when you discern that there's no longer any moisture, any water that is left, plug it in and use it for a long time. We have in our own home many things that we immersed in the mikveh over the years, electrical appliances that have lasted for years and years and years, never been affected by the immersion in the mikveh, because if you do it in this way, you're going to be safe and you'll be covered and everything will work out just fine. So therefore, yes, Tevilas Kalim not only applies to non-mechanical and non-electrical plates and pots and pans and the like, but it also applies to those that are electric, those that have plugs, and those that have some kind of coiling systems and the like. As long as you follow the plan that we said, you'll be just fine and you'll have a kosher, well-immersed appliance, and you'll be able to use it for a long time coming. Have a wonderful day.